Hey you guys, it's your girl Heaven and welcome to my channel. For those of you who are returning, thank you for coming back. And for those, if this is your first time, welcome and I hope you return. So this video has been taking me some weeks to get put together. I did a first video and I had to scrap it because there was a lot of things in it that I didn't like. And so yeah, I had to go over this whole planner again. So originally when I first created this planner, it was with this cover. I purchased this planner in around Mother's Day at Michael's, and this is a 25-26 18-month planner, vertical layout. And I like this cover, don't get me wrong, but I feel like right now it's kind of a more of a spring color. And it did not come with these discs. They actually came with blue discs, but I put these on when I was building the planner together. I love this iridescent. These are the iridescent plastic discs from Happy Planner, and I put it on it because it was matching pretty much, but I don't know. So anyway, I decided that I wanted to get a different planner cover, and I purchased this one here. And this is a Happy Planner Starlight Flutter. I'm into butterflies and the moon and everything, so I bought this one. I thought this was so pretty. I actually purchased this during their Cyber Monday sale, and so I got it at a discount price, and I love this planner. When I first purchased it, I thought it was black and gold, but after, you know, doing my little look at it and everything, I realized that it's gray and this is navy blue, but it's really hard to tell that. So the reason why there are silver discs on this is because my daughter felt like the silver disc looked good on it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't think I'm gonna keep the silver disc on it. It's not fitting on me. So originally I was thinking about putting it as gold because I thought, like I said, I thought it was black and kind of gold, and I'm still seeing some hint of gold into the silver. I don't know if it's just me, but I don't know. So I was thinking about the gold disc, or maybe, and this is the gold metal disc, or maybe the black. This is black metal with some glitter in it, sparkles. So I'm not sure which one, but I don't think I'm going to stick with the silver disc, but you guys can let me know in the comments what you think. And then I will, you know, see how I feel. So I'm gonna do a quick flip through this year. I decided to do a Franken plan. I did my last year was a 2025 work life, I think it was called. Hold on, I have no idea what my plan is at this moment, which is weird. Okay, so it was work life with the vertical on top and the hourly on the bottom. And I like that planner. That was gifted to me for Christmas. This is my first year using Happy Planner. And I liked it. The only thing I didn't care for too much was the hourly. Because it just, I don't know. I didn't really care too much for the hourly, but I learned to work around it and I had fun with that planner. But also I decided that I want the Franken plan because I also had a budget planner that I had purchased from Walmart, and a meal plan planner that I was gifted to me actually. And so with those two planners, they didn't last me too long because they are not attached. So I didn't get to really do much with it. I actually threw them out because it was just a waste. And then I started trying to implement it into my regular planner. So this year I decided, okay, well, let me do a Franken plan. I did some researching and I decided to go ahead and do a Franken plan. So I'm just going to give you guys a little flip through as to how I have it set up. Okay, so this is my name page. You know, instead of me having this planner belongs to, this planner belongs to me. I did do a video with the butterflies before from Amazon. You could catch that in one of my videos in the past. Okay, and then this here is my word of the year and my verse of the year. My word of the year is courage, and my verse of the year is Psalm 65:11. And I actually was trying my best to choose like neutral colors and try to be a little minimalistic on this stuff on my pages. So yeah, and I did mine cover, like these are vellum sheets, and I created the dashboards. So that's why I created this here, and that's my beginning. Okay, this is my yearly calendar. This is going to be like my goals for each month. And so I will map that out. And like I said, this was an 18-month planner. So this is, you know, your year, the monthly, the whole year. And then what I did was I actually put this together so that I don't have all of the other months, and I only have it start, my perpetual calendar starts from January and goes all the way to December. Okay, now I did cover up my currently pages. I don't want to keep the currently pages because at the moment I don't want to have, like, when I swap out from there to here, the new month, I didn't want the previous month in my planner still. I might change that, but right now I didn't care for it. So I covered my currently page, and I added a general bucket list for 2026. It's basically saying taking better care of myself, exploring new places, nurturing creativity, creating a more peaceful life, taking action on my dreams. So that's just a general one. I will be creating a listed bucket list for 2026 in my brain dump. Now on this side here, I got this idea from the Organized Plan. No, I'm sorry, the Organized Money. My apologies. And in her planner, she has what's called a table of contents. And I love that idea. And I actually did take that whole idea that she had. This Save My Life. This is my vellum sheet. So what I did was, instead of saying table of contents, I chose plan with intention, because my goal is to everything that I put into my planner, I have an intention for it. So basically it breaks it down: my catch-all, my home, my budget, my wellness, my self-care, my social media, brain dump, and personal. And each one tells you exactly what to find within each category. So that's what that one is. And then we're going to go into January. Now this planner, you're going to see the tabs, and you're only going to see it for the month because, and it's going to be for my catch-all, because these are the sheets that came out of this planner here. Okay, so we start off with January. In January, just basic. This is the monthly, and then this is the vertical layout. So this is what I'm going to be using for my appointments, my work planner, my other two daughters' work planner, and any events that I need to schedule, birthdays, all of that's going to be in there. Okay, and then my next section is the home, and I do have these little dashboards here that I got from Amazon. I haven't labeled them yet. I'm still waiting for my order to come from Amazon for my label maker for the clear ones. If not, I would just go ahead and get use the regular ones, because right now I have issues with Amazon, but that's a whole different story. Okay, so in my home, this is basically what's going to be my goal, or my currently, however you want to put it. It's just for me to have a list down what I want to be completed for the month for my home. So I have a to-do list, a monthly goals, remember, and a note section here. And then I have my monthly here. And then okay. And then this is the parenting section. I'm sorry, this is the parenting layout. My apologies. So I have is the priorities, home chores, to buy, due dates, meal plan, and then, as you all know, how the monthly how the parenting layout is. So just to let you know, the rest of these sheets that you're going to see going forward are off of Etsy shops, a couple of different Etsy shops. And she actually has a different parenting layout that I think I want to purchase, because this is the general one that everybody already has from the Happy Planner. And the one that I just seen her create, I kind of like that a little bit more. But I'm going to go ahead and stick with this for right now. And of course, I have this the whole week here. The whole month here. And then we're going to jump into my other categories within my home. This is my deep cleaning checklist. So it has a list for everything for the whole house: kitchen, bathroom, laundry room, living room, bedroom, office, entryway, outside, closet, and dining room. This will stay in my planner. And then I have this 15-minute quick cleaning checklist. This here is going to stay in my planner. I'm not going to use this to mark off. This here is basically going to allow me to go on here, so I can be able to know what I should be doing 15 minutes every day or something like that. And that's going to go on in the regular planner part of it. These are my daily cleaning charts, Monday through Friday. And this is the things I need to be cleaning every day. And then this is my weekly cleaning. So, like, I have a cat, and I need to change his litter every week. So I will pick you know, what day I'm going to do it. Things that I need to do once a week or something like that. That's how I'm going to categorize that on here. And then I have enough of these sheets to last me for the whole month. And then that's that. And then this here is my home details. Now I might rearrange some of these paperwork. Right now this is just like a start. This is just allowing me to figure out exactly how I want this to go, how I feel comfortable with it flowing. This is my first time actually doing a Franken planner, so I'm just testing things out. But this here is my home detail sheet, and this is like my general information, Wi-Fi, access code, service schedule. This is my utility information, and this is my home maintenance checklist, things I need to have done monthly, and then the seasons, spring, summer, fall, and winter. These sheets here, this, monthly maintenance, this is for the whole, Jennifer, yeah, this is for the whole year. So all of this here is staying in my book. These will not be coming out. This is for my cat, Orion. This is his pet health information, basically. Any vaccination, any illness, any medications that they prescribe when I take him to the vet. And then this here is the medication log. So whatever medication that they provide him, this is where I will put down when I'm giving it to him time. Yes, it's not really home, but I leave it here because it's home. You know, it might be weird sections to other people, but that's fine. This is me. This is home. Okay. My vehicle, yes, is also in home. Everything dealing with me, have to deal with this house, is in home. So this is my vehicle maintenance log. All of any work that I have done for the vehicle is going to be tracked here. And then my fuel. This might get changed out every month. I'm not sure, depending on how much I need to have it changed out. But I know that the fuel tracker is going to probably change out more often than the others. So I apologize, my daughter was trying to come in for something. But yeah, so this will change out depending on how often it's used. This is the password tracker, and this is for my passwords for home. Anything dealing with the household stuff, this will be the password for that. And this will also stay in my book. This here is my TV shows and our movie tracker, and this will be changed out monthly. We do watch a lot of TV together, like some TV shows and movies. We always do movies. So this will be in here, and it will change out every month. And the next section is my budget. Here again is my goal for the month. And then this here, I'm going to use this page to basically list out my bills. My cable bill, how much, and I'm going to, date these and everything, and it's going to go in the correct boxes. This is going to be my monthly goal for it. My notes, and then on this side will be my paycheck. This will be my paycheck budget. I will put in all my income, the bills that I got to pay, my expenses, my sinking fund is going to be tracked here. My debt, I have two debts that I'm paying off right now, and my savings, and then a summary. I love this because I always want to know at the end of me paying bills and spending everything what I have left. I tried that, like I said, in the other expense planner, but like I said, it was not reachable for me all the time. So whenever I have my regular planner in front of me, my regular planner, it's funny though, it always stays in front of me. For some reason right now, it's behind me somewhere here. But once I got to the point where I couldn't be able to track it or keep up with the other book, I actually started tracking everything in my my big planner. So that's why I wanted to do something like this in here, because that way everything, once I'm in my planner, boom, I got to pay the bills, boom, it's right there. So I have everything in front of me. I don't have to be looking for another book to put everything in. And that's why I chose to do it like this, Franken planner. So, and I like to have here so I can know this is the income, how much of my bills went out, how much expenses, how much I put in my savings, my sinking fund, and how much of my debts, and then total out how much money is left after doing all of that. Then this is a monthly budget, and this one here will help me break down my monthly budget, my income, again, my summary, my fixed expenses, my other expenses, my debt, and my savings. And I actually kind of got this idea again from the Organized Money. I love her videos. I've been watching her since before I even got a planner. So yeah, that's where I got some of these ideas from. And again, like I said, these are from some Etsy shops that I purchased these on. I can't remember which ones is which. One was a home bundle that had a lot of stuff in it, and then the other one was a budget bundle. And I mean, both of them was really worth the money. So I didn't mind purchasing them and printing them. This one here is my monthly bill tracker. This will stay in here because I'm going to list all of my monthly bills here, the dates that they normally do, their amount. I have nothing on auto pay because I had a situation with another company where they took money out my account and doubled the charges, double the pay for the due. I'm sorry. They doubled the transaction amount that was due for my bill. So they end up making me pay double for 1 month. And I had to fight with the bank about that. So after that, I decided I'm not putting my cards on anything is on any auto pay. So I pay everything on my own. And then I have a pay checklist. And also, when I get my paycheck, I have a set of bills that's paid, even if it's due at the end of the month. I have a set of bills that's paid on one check, another set of bills that's paid on another check. So I like to have everything that's supposed to be paid on the first check on it. But I want this here because it'll let me know what it is, the due dates and the amount. I will not be paying attention to these parts here, like I said, because it's going to stay in here. This is just for me to keep a list of my bills. This is also my utility bill tracker. Now this one here, it will be filled out monthly, as you can see, because your water bill, your electricity bill does fluctuate. I don't have a gas bill, so I'm not worrying about this here. I can actually, if I want to, change the label on this and make this my internet bill. But that's fine. And then it has a note section. My subscription tracker will not come out as well. This will be everything that I have a subscription for, their due date, the amount. If it's a monthly subscription, is it a yearly subscription? And I have nothing on auto renew. I don't believe in that. Besides, hint, you get discounts when you don't have it on auto renew. Okay, so I have 2 pages of that. And then this is my debt tracker. I have, like I said, I have 2 debts that I'm paying off. So this is page 1 for one, and this is page 2 for the other one. I also got another bundle that had all of these, paying for type trackers. And I mean, she had everything listed in it, but I only needed 2 because I only use 2 right now, and that's after the Afterpay and PayPal. This here is a purchase tracker, but this is going to be for my online purchases only. So this will help me track all of my online purchases that I make. And hold on one second, because for some reason it looked like my light went out. Did it? I'm not sure, but I'm not sure what happened to this. There it go. I don't know. But trying to see if I can get it to turn up. I don't know. It looked like it went darker. But hold on one second. Okay, I apologize for that. My other phone died, so I had to switch phones. Okay, so I did explain about the package tracker. The purchase tracker. Okay, and then I have a savings tracker, which is going to stay in. And then I have my sinking fund tracker. So yeah, this is all for the budget. I'm kind of lost on this right now, but bear with me. Okay, so then I have my wellness section. Now, my wellness section, it was not set up the way I really wanted to set up. There are certain things I was looking for, but it's okay because I'm going to figure out some other way of getting those type of trackers to be added to it. But for right now, I decided to just do what I need to get done with it. And right now, this is how I have it set up. This is the January, the monthly right here, the monthly goals. And I'm still trying to figure out how I want to use this. I'm going to let you know on that later on. But this is what's called a encourager layout from the lady that I purchased this. It kind of looks like the teacher's layout, but it's not. And basically what I'm going to do is this is going to be my affirmation. This one here is going to be the mood. And this one here is going to be my gratitude. The bottom one, I'm still trying to figure out how I want that set up. Whether I wanted to do what's called a word of the day. I'm part of this reading group on Facebook. Well, this planet book group on Facebook. And we just started this word book thingy. It's a thesaurus book. I can't remember what it is. And basically it's just helping us to choose better words to replace other words. And when we do that, we also, try to create sentences with it. So I was thinking about maybe making the word of the day in here, and then either putting a definition or writing a sentence for that word. I'm not sure yet. I haven't figured that one out yet, but definitely gratitude, mood, and I'm sorry, affirmation, mood, and gratitude. Okay, and this is the whole month. And at the end, we have the end of a month reflection. What I am most proud of this month. My rating for this month is my overall mood. This month I was grateful for. You got 3. I feel happiest when. What person meant the most to me this month and why? I think I'm gonna change that sentence. I really don't care for that. How did I change and grow? My advice for next month is. That's for that one there. And then next is my self-care. And with this one here, we have the to-do goals page here. And then we have the monthly here. And then I have an exercise tracker. Your girl is trying to get back to working out. I already do walking. I already track my steps and stuff like that. So walking is already guaranteed. The only thing with this here, and I meant to say that, is in the monthly, I will be putting my steps. I want to see my numbers. I don't want to see circle here. I did see a step tracker, but it was like from 0 to 5K. I don't want to see that. I want my steps. I want to see exactly how many steps I have so I can calculate them at the end of the month with the average and see where I'm having my highs and my lows. So that's what this page is going to be. It's basically my step tracker. Okay, and this is going to be basically like the exercising. We are looking at going back to the gym. So I will be back on the treadmill. I'm not doing no cycling. I'm not going to lie to you about it. Cardio, yes. Dance, yes. Stretching, yes. And then I'm going to add yoga. I'm going to probably do chair yoga while I'm at work because I work from home. And general, meditation. That was the next one. So yoga and meditation. That will be on this. Okay. Water tracker. I need to drink more water. I don't drink enough water. So I have a water tracker, and I just realized I actually have it in here twice in the back, but that's okay. I could probably just go for 1 month and the next month I'll figure that one out later. I will be tracking my weight. This will stay in it. This will be my weight will be done every month. So that will stay in this book. And then my blood pressure, I do have high blood pressure. So I will be going back into making sure I monitor my pressure more often. And I'm going to keep this in here until it gets full and then switch it out then if I have to. This here is my vitamins. I don't care for medicines. I have a medicine tracker here, a medicine log here for the medication that they provided to me. The only one I might take would be my anxiety pills. I do have anxiety. I don't care for the blood pressure pill. I'm not going to lie to you. But if I have to take it, I will take it, but I will track it here. But I'm from the islands. We do herbs, okay? And we do vitamins. So I have no problem with doing vitamins. Get on my nerve. I be done changed this sucker from medication to herbs, okay? And I have an herb log going on, but I'll let you know in that part. But yeah, so my vitamin log will be here, and my medication will be here. This will be my skincare routine, my morning, evening routine. I will put down, I'm not gonna say product, but basically what I'm gonna do. Well, I could put product, I don't know. And then have that there, and then also I have my self-care tracker. My self-care routine. So my body, what self-care I'm doing with my body, my mind, and my soul. And I have enough here for the month to be tracked. And yeah, that's the whole month. That's the whole thing for that wellness. What I'm trying to get is an anxiety tracker. I want to be able to track my anxiety levels, what's triggering my anxiety, and things like that. So that's something I'm trying to either create myself or find a template like that, but that's what I want to add to this part of it. Now my social media, I've always had social media, but due to the fact that I am now doing videos for YouTube, I decided to go ahead and get a social media tracker and learn how to actually do this. So this will be my goals, like as always. Here I think I'm gonna track my analytics. That's what it says. Yes, I think that's what it is. Each month on here. So I would break down like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Now Facebook I have, but if I track anything on Facebook, it will be the groups that I'm in for my planner, and I will track it in here. This is my end of the month reviews page, top 5 highlights, biggest success, biggest challenge, good habits, bad habits, and top 3 goals for next month. These are post planners for the sites. I have two Instagram. One is a personal one, which I will not be tracking. And I also have the one with the planner that will be tracked. I have a TikTok, which is it's a combination of my personal, but as well as my planner stuff. I will be tracking it, my planner stuff on it only. I won't be focusing on my personal stuff. I'll just be focusing on my planner stuff. Or any type of things that I do as far as the products that I purchase and do reviews on. I'll do that. So, and then my Instagram, I said my Instagram, right? My Facebook, I will not be doing no post planner on this part because it's only going to be in the groups that I'm in. So I'm not really focused on that part, because basically whatever I post in there is the things that I post on YouTube, on my Instagram, and on my TikTok. So it doesn't make sense to do a post planner page for my Facebook. This is my password tracker for everything that is dealing with my social media page channels, or any other social media that I have that is not being posted or nothing like that. I just want to have a tracker for all my social media stuff, like my Lemonade and the other ones, Snapchat, things like that. This is my brain dump. Normally the brain dump be the last section for a lot of people, but I have a reason why my brain dump is not. I have a lot of note paper that I've gotten from a lot of D-Stash. Also, I have a lot of note paper from a lot of the Happy Planet boxes that I purchased. So this will get changed out once they are full. Once they are completed, I will change these out. This will be where I will create, and I haven't done it yet, and I'm not going to use it on this sheet, but I want to create a bucket list for the year, and it's actually check off one with things that I want to actually do. So that will be in this section as well. And this is my final section here. Caliper Plan has a home planner. I love it. I love the whole concept and idea, and I'm actually thinking about purchasing it. But for now, this is my pretty much quote-unquote privacy section. And this is something that I wanted to do because my daughter can always access my planner. I don't bring my planner out of my home. And I'm going to show you what I use. But I don't bring my planner out of my house. I don't care for it to be out like that unless it's like if I have a meeting or something like that. And actually that would be for a work planner that I have. So anyway, this is the personal information, my information, my medical information, my employer, which I work from home, and I do have a small business, but that information is not, really that important. She is my assistant at the work, with the small company that I have, my insurance information. This is my family personal information. So basically I will name all of my children. I have 4 daughters. I have a stepdaughter and their father. This will be all of their information put here. That way anybody can access it in my household. My bank account information will be listed here. So if there's ever any need that my daughter needs to have any information about my bank account, this will be here. My debit and credit card for the bank, all of that. Which, yeah. I don't know about me putting my PIN number here. My daughter knows my PIN number. There's no need for me to put that in here. But yeah, this will be the stuff for my bank account. This will be for my credit cards. I, at this moment, don't have any credit cards. I decided to take a moment off of having any form of credit cards. But if I have to list my debit cards here, I will do that part. Also, when I do decide to establish another credit card, I will. Then I'll add it to here. And then this is my insurance tracker. Each one of us have an insurance card, even though we're from the same company, insurance company. Each one of us have our own policy number, and this is a great place for us all to put our policy information. In the notes, I would like to actually put down, because I didn't notice that here, I might do it here where it says notes, anything like their blood type and their any medication that they're allergic to. I want to have that in here detail as well. So I can either put it here, or I'll put it in this note section that has a lot, a bigger note thing in here, just so that they can have that kind of information when if an emergency pops up. And I have it on 2 sides. And then this is my password tracker for my bank accounts, or all the other stuff that dealing with any money and health and stuff like that will be on here. And this here is my whole Franken planner here. And as I stated, this here will be what I'll be walking with me. This was going to be my pocket planner. Any notes that I need to take down, any meetings, anything that I need to just grab a pen and write down, this will be it. Now, this here are discs that I use from the Dollar Tree Jot Planner. And I purchased 2 of those. One I gave to my daughter. The other one I'm using. one I gave to one of my other daughters, and then this one here I'm gonna give to my daughter, who is my, like I said, my assistant. This will be for the small company that we have. We have a security company. Me and my partner have a security company. So right now business is kind of slow. I didn't want to spend any money on a big planner because I always buy big planners for them normally. Like this one here is the one that I have for 2025. But right now business is kind of slow. We're expecting it to pick back up for 2026. But my daughter does the invoicing and the payroll, so this is all she needs it for is for the invoicing and payroll. And it didn't make sense for her to go into here when she could have this in her room next to her computer to do work. I just put in the information and she plugs it into the computer. And then it's funny, so Jasmine Plan, shout out to you, because I'm back in the whole money envelope game, and I want to do some challenges that she does a lot of savings challenges. And I started just watching a lot of savings challenges through her, and then started catching on to a lot of cash envelopes and stuff like that. I used to do cash envelopes when I was younger, and it helped me a lot. You know, back in those days, we used to put them in the envelopes, actual envelope itself, and stick them underneath the mattress and stuff like that. Back then, we didn't have no debit card, we didn't have no cell phones to tap, and none of that kind of stuff. Back then, the credit card was the one you stick on the thing, you put a paper on it, and you zip and pray that it goes through. But anyway, so the other day I did see somebody post a video that Happy Planner did create a slim classic, a skinny skinny classic with a budget, like with the envelopes and stuff. And I just cracked the heck up, because that's what I did with this. I actually took all of the envelopes that I got from the Happy Planner boxes that I purchased, as well as these here that I purchased from D-Stash, and I actually made them into cash envelopes. I just thought it was so funny that I saw that after I did this, but it's okay. In the Happy Planner, they do have like little budget sheets on it, and I really don't want that, but that's fine. I don't mind it like this. I love it like this because I'm just using what I have. I don't have to, you know, because that's the whole game for 2026, is spend less and also use what you already have. So that's going to be that for that. And then these two here. And then also, originally I was supposed to have a manifestation section in my planner. I'm sorry, I'm making a mess here. As you see, this book here is the one that holds everything in it. These are all of the tabs that came out of here. So anyway, I had a manifestation section that I created, but the reason why I did not include it into my planner is because the manifestation section takes up a lot of paper and a lot of space, and I did not want to waste my paper printing. And then on top of it, I didn't want the planner to get so thick. I mean, I know it's only monthly, but it'll be 30 pages. But I always used to do Project 369. I had stopped for a while, but now I'm back into it again. And this one is going to be what I'm going to be doing my manifestations in. So basically what it is in the morning, you manifest, you write down 3 things that you want to manifest, and you have to write it as if you already received it. So I have a brand new red Corvette. Well, I love driving my brand new red Corvette, something like that. And then you write down how you visualize it as in the reality, and how does it feel knowing it's already yours. And basically, I've been with these people for about I want to say 3 to 4 years. And I used to write in it faithfully, and a lot of things that I've asked for has been manifested. I've been so grateful, but I'm not gonna lie, I did lose track. I did fall off from doing it, and I do see a lot of things happening differently in my life. And you know, so I decided to get back on track and focus more on me. I'm gonna be honest, because I focused on a lot of other people and in their needs and stuff like that, and I lost track of myself. So that's why I said I'm planning with intention. Every plan that I do is with an intention. And so I'm back on this, and I'm going to be, so you do a morning of 3, then you do the afternoon 6, and at night you do 9. And then it has this little thing here where you said I am, and basically it says I am capable of anything. I am perseverance. I am protected. You're going to list a bunch of I ams. Okay, and then on the other side it goes, what are your intentions? What are you grateful for? Grateful for. Sorry, my mouth is getting a little dry. Who are you creating, and who are you really? I love these 2 parts. Like, this is new. This is like maybe the 4th or 5th edition. Like I said, I've been with them for years, so this is new. They change the book up quite often, but they all work the same. You also have a lot of this that you can read into this, and trust me, it's worth the read. But yeah, so what are your intentions? What are you grateful for? Who are you creating? Who are you really? I love these two because this allows you to reflect on yourself. This allows you to be able to write down exactly, you know, who are you trying to create and who are you really at this moment. So that's very, you know, very powerful. Also, it does have these little things here. I think it's like after 5 or 6 of these pages here you do. Yeah, like about a week I think of it is. Then you get to these, like this section here where it's like 222. A lot of it is spiritual numbers and these little quotes here. Then some of them you have something here like the power of repetition. And that is one thing that you have to be with this is repetitious. You have to keep it up. Detachment is something I'm learning. Oh my God. But this is a whole nother story. But anyway, and then you have like some quotes here by Neville Goddard. And yeah, so this is a really good book. I'm 100%, you know, love this book. But yeah, this is why I'm going to be doing my manifestation, so it would not affect my planner. And this is something I know I would do every day because I can get up in the morning right before I go to work and start it. While I'm at work, I can go ahead and do my second one, and right before I go to bed, I do the last one. And that's the great thing about working from home is that this will be in my face to continue. Whereas when I lost track, I was working outside. So, you guys, thank you so much for being here and watching my video. And this is my whole 2026 lineup. Like I said, you will be seeing if I make any changes in this one here as I go through. I will let you see if I change any inserts or if I add any inserts or anything like that. But in the message in the chat, if you could go ahead and let me know if you like these silver discs. I don't. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think you guys gonna see a silver disc on it when I do a video again. But let me know if you like the silver, the black, or the gold. Again, thank you so much for taking your time out and watching my video. I appreciate you for joining me. Please hit the follow button and hit the like button, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye bye.